morning. Good morning.
I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight.
Good morning and welcome back to another video. Good morning and welcome to good morning. That has been very busy. Hello and welcome to another video.
Watch me breaking, I swear. You're falling into me, touch me, I swear. You would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. Just take a hint, you got a free pass, oh. Try to hide it, but you had me from the get-go. Let me be frank, I'm not that complicated. If you need me, what's the use of playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. Just watch me break it.
Good morning and welcome to the beginning of another video. Now today is all systems go. I'm wearing my glasses so you have to deal with the reflection. Sometimes I can't see. But today's all systems go. We have got the electrician will be here at some point. We've got to go change one of the water things, get some sawdust, and we're going to move the horses into the stables today. So they're done and ready for the ponies. So that's what we're doing today. So I'm going to go outside and see what everybody's doing. It's a bit windy, a bit rainy today, a bit hit and miss. But let's go see how we're getting on and what the first job of the day is. We've already mucked out. We've already put all the shavings to one side. So we've done that. So let's see where we are going to start. It is raining, so I wish I put a hat on. Let's go find out. So one of the water troughs is leaking. So Mum's actually gone and returned that. I didn't realise she'd actually gone already, but she's gone. And Dad is trying to fit these to the door. They were fitted to the front of the door, but I think Dad's going to put them in the door.
There is only one of you, only one of me. There's a million of those who won't let us be. But they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you. I've been beaten to the ground, dragged across the dirt. I've been scared to live cause some people never learn. But they're not gonna watch me burn. Cause baby, I got you. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's the dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try but they can never take me down. Ooh, 'cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid,
much up-to-date stables now. They are, okay, they're not completely finished. There's still a little bit to do, but the horses are in, which means they've got much bigger beds. It means that they've got more room, which is lovely. And also we don't have to traipse down the field on the quad bike, which, because we're working the fields, it's rain and it's really wet, which makes mud. Yuck. Quad bike and mud, not a good mix. And because we were going across the field like twice a day and then up to the muck heap, it just meant that we were just causing tracks. So the fields looked a little bit of a mess, which you probably noticed in the little video of me leading Peter up the field. It's made life so much easier having them on the driveway. It's so lovely. It's a luxury which we've always wanted, and obviously moving house, that was one of our kind of dreams, but we were happy to put the work in to create the stables. Of course, if we'd have managed to buy somewhere with stables, then that would have been even better and would have been a bonus. However, they wouldn't have been as beautiful as they are, which they are stunning looking stables. We've had so many comments on them, and the fact that before we had the falling down barn, if you remember. I'm sure I've got a video somewhere of what was there before and actually us pulling it down, so I'll link that up here. Definitely go and look at a real before because I can't get hold of any footage to pop in, so definitely go back and look at that and you'll see just how much it's changed. And it's so bizarre when you walk on the drive yard, what a difference it's made. And also you forget that we had a falling down barn, a really falling down barn that apparently had been falling down for the last 20 odd years. So thankfully we've put a building there that looks really lovely. People have said it looks like it's always been there, which is really nice, which is always what we wanted. We didn't want anything to stand out. We don't want anything ultra modern. We're also going to clad the house. So the large cladding that we've got on the stables, also going to do the house in. So it'll all tie in, and then eventually when we do the barn, which fingers crossed, we're waiting, but that's something for next year. The barn will be done in that as well. Like, there'll be elements of it that we need to put in, so we'll match it. So it will all tie in and it'll all come together. The bottom of the stables will actually be rendered. So at the moment it's just the bare block work, which is just because you can't render in the rain, and there's so many other things that have needed to be done. It hasn't been straightforward, which, whatever is, any job, nothing is ever straightforward. You always come up with peaks and troughs, which we wanted to go down the route of putting in the automatic water fillers, which seemed like a really good idea. However, bless Dad, so they went in on the 23rd, which was their move-in date, which you've just seen. They went in on the 23rd. We had the water troughs fitted. Christmas Eve, we woke up with them leaking, so wet beds. Dad was like, brilliant. Tried to fix them. Thought what he'd done, I don't know, he reduced the pipe from a 20mm to a 15mm, and he thought, oh, that's probably the issue. Christmas Day, we got up to wet beds. Now, I can't remember if this was Christmas Day or whether it was, no, it can't have been, it must have just been Christmas Day. We got up to, again, it was leaking, so Dad had a fiddle, sorted out. It's a bit like a cistern, or it's exactly the same as a cistern in a toilet. So as the water level rises, the cistern shuts off the valve, so basically the water won't fill up. It'll only fill up when the level goes down. So we woke up the next morning to water dribbling down and wet beds. And then Boxing Day, which, you know, we're all meant to be chilled and relaxed. We thought that Brie, the baby, had rubbed her bum on it and knocked it off the wall, which, because it's a constant feed, we looked at her door and it was like a swimming pool. There was water out the front of the door. Oh my gosh, it was just carnage. I should have videoed it, but in the moment of panic, it was very much like we just need to stop that water. So it then meant that her entire bed was ruined, so we had to completely empty the bed. And again, Dad had to think, right, we've got to sort something so that she can't rub on it, because that's what we initially thought she'd done. So Dad built a box around it, so now it looks like she's got a little vanity unit in her stable, which is super cute. I said, we need to just put a hairdryer and some toothbrushes on there, it would look great. So Dad did that, so that he spent most of Boxing Day doing that, which, again, holiday and all. And then when Dad was building the box, he actually noticed that there were massive scratch marks. I'll go and video it and pop it in so you can see. I don't know how we missed it, but I actually think, we now think that she got cast, so we think that she rolled up against the wall and got stuck and kicked it off the wall because of the scuff marks and the marks on the actual trough itself. Basically resorted to turning them off because, one, it's a waste of water, and two, bedding. Like, if anybody's got horses, you know that a bale of shavings or anything like eight to £11, you know, they're expensive and you can't afford to be throwing an entire bed away, which is just ridiculous. So we turned them off and resorted to good old-fashioned water buckets, which work so much easier. Although, you know, the automatic water feeders are meant to be easier, but they're not. So anyway, we've turned those off and we've got buckets. So it hasn't been all plain sailing, but they are good enough for the ponies to live in. They're really happy. Pete loves it. They're so chilled about it. They were so good about coming in and being in their stables. And they now know their routine. We're going to move them where they are in the field, so we don't have to traipse up and down every morning, to give some of the fields a bit of a rest. But it's been May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So over the span of about 7 months, we've been building them. Obviously, weather-wise, there is a lot of things that are weather dependent, i.e. like when it came to doing the roof, you can't roof in torrential rain, and also winds. It's been so windy. Things have been blowing off. It's just not safe. Dad got stuck on the roof because his ladder blew down. So, you know, you just have to think about safety and what can get done and what's realistic. So I feel like 7 months is really good. Everyone's been saying it's like a chalet bungalow. It's pretty much a house, which one day maybe, one day, it would make a really lovely house. So now we've got to render the outside. Me and Dad have got to finish some of the cladding. We've still got the back to do. So the back hasn't been done, but everything else is done. We've got to render the bottom. And then it's about kind of doing some flower beds, making it look cute, making it look tidy. And then we've got to do bits and pieces. But obviously we're now getting into winter when, you know, dark mornings, dark nights. The lighting in here is awful. I've got my light, but it creates the really dark room. Miserable old day. It is in fact New Year's Eve today, recording this, which obviously horses went in. It was Christmas, so they've been in a week. But they're super happy and we're really happy. So next is 2024. Now, what will 2024 bring? I have no idea. Probably way more projects, a lot more DIY, because we're always doing DIY, decorating. So I think we're going to try and do a lot of the inside of the house, because at the moment we haven't got planning permission to do anything with the barn. So that's kind of in the pipeline, which that could come at any point. It probably won't be until kind of this time next year, which is a little bit frustrating, but there are lots of things that we'll be getting on with. And we've got project garden. Me and Dad are going to tackle the garden. We've got some really lovely ideas. We're going to tackle the caravan, which I want to turn into a greenhouse, which again, I've Googled it. I've tried to find one for an example, but can't find one. So we're going to be the first. So definitely look out for videos for that. I will let you know when that's happening. I'll probably put a little project on TikTok or something, because I think that would be really, really cool to film. That'd be a really lovely project. We've got veg patches to do, so again, that'll be like a spring thing, which before we know it, it'll be spring, and then before we know it, it'll be summer. So here's holding out for the nice weather, because at the moment, it just seems to be rain all the time. That's kind of, we're all caught up, I think. You know, the stables are in, the ponies are done, 7 months later. It's been a long time coming, but we've got our dream stables finally. Now for the sand school. That's definitely another project, and probably not a project for next year, but you never know. Watch this space. But anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. I'm going to wrap it all up. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for your support throughout this year. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go head out and check out all of the videos if you haven't already. This one here is just a massive roundup of the stables, so it can kind of cut out a lot of time. But watch this one, go back and watch the others, catch up, because there is plenty more to come in 2024. I'm wishing you all a happy new year. I hope you all had a good one, and here's to a cracking year again. Okay guys, love you. See you soon. Bye.